Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Park Streamers Hangout. We're excited to be here, and we are excited because we have Steve with us again, which is great. But before we continue on to talk about all these wonderful topics that we're going to discuss, let's go ahead and introduce all of our hosts to you. So why don't we go ahead and start off with the guy I just talked about. So down here below, we got Steve. Would you like to say hi, Steve?
Hi there, that's me on the motorcycle.
Wow, that's a great picture. And Steve, where can we find you?
On Adventures in the Park on all platforms except Twitch, which is reserved for my gaming. So Adventures in the Park on all platforms.
Very good. All right, and down here in the corner, we've got Cordy in California. You want to tell us where we can find you?
Hello, Cordy in California on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. But I think you have to do Cordy _in_ California. So, but I'm there.
Gotcha.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. And next to me over here, we have Theme Park Casual.
Hey kids, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all of them at Theme Park Casual.
Very good. And I'm Barry Place 28. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook now, Instagram, and sometimes Twitch. It said I recorded a video the other night, but it didn't show up. So at Barry Place 28. All right. So we have quite a few topics to cover with everyone tonight. The first one being, let's talk about Disney revenue. So according to Disney revenue, the park is up 7%, which is $9.1 billion, despite operating costs and lower guest activity, or attendance, I should say, at the Disney World Resort in Florida. But they are up 7%. That's kind of crazy. What do you guys think?
I like it. Who's got stocks in Disney?
What's that?
I said, who's got stocks in Disney?
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't. Well, maybe in the S&P 500. So, it's interesting because they actually, and I thought I had a screen up here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here we go. So this comes from Planet Attractions, and they were sharing the information about the Disney park experiences being up. And really, I think that the reason why they're up so much is that, while they don't have a lot of attendance at the hotels, or especially, in Florida at the moment, they've increased their prices quite a bit, as we all know. And they just recently started selling Magic Key passes again. So I think that really helped to kick, Disney's revenue up to that extra 7% increase that they have received for the first quarter of 2024. So, obviously, that has impacted it. I think that's the only reason why it's impacted the increase to the revenue. Obviously, they're mentioning here too that, international parks such as China saw higher volumes of visitors, most likely due to, the new attractions they had in the park. They have the Frozen, land. And then, of course, in Hong Kong Disneyland, they've got the Zootopia. It's definitely something that is helping them. And then they're also saying that attendance dropped in Disneyland Paris Resort, but they just had their hotel open. So I'm assuming that in quarter two, France will obviously see an increase, or Disneyland Paris will see an increase in their attendance since the hotel is now open. And Obviously, it's cold, so a lot of people don't like going to the park when it's really, really cold. But they got, the drones going on right now with the Main Street Electrical Parade, so that's pretty popular too. So hopefully that's going to help them out as well. But do you guys think that we're going to see another increase in revenue for 2024 in the second quarter, or you think it's going to pretty much stay the same now since?
No, I'm guessing it's probably going to be, probably smaller increase, maybe not quite the, 7%. It'll probably still be an increase, but it's just because everything they're squeezing more money out of people. I mean, if you've gone to the parks for any length of time, you start noticing that everywhere you go, things are just a little bit more expensive. I remember I was getting my ice cream for, I want to say it was like $7.53, with the tax. Now it's $8 something. So things are just increasing a little bit more. And so if attendance is down and yet revenue is up, that's the only answer to it. Because maybe they've sold enough Magic Keys, but I don't think that would be enough to bump it 7%. I mean, it's a little bit of a windfall for Disneyland, but overall, its prices are just going up everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them drastically. Some things are up 20%.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, Cordy and Steve, what do you guys think?
I think a lot of that is last year still felt like it was kind of the tail end of like, okay, now we're going to go on vacation, right? Still kind of that, everybody getting in their trip finally, right? Because I feel like I saw an increase in attendance, just, going there as much as we do. You can tell like, okay, this is a little more steady, and it's not pass holders because you can kind of tell the difference. And then look through the holidays, right? We thought block us out really. And then they just, they didn't miss us. So
yeah,
No, they did not.
But I agree with casual. Like I think there will be a slight bump, but the prices, like even that coffee churro, that went up like $2 because that was like $5.99 and now it's $7.99. So it's like that's something, I mean that's a huge increase.
Yeah, that's an expensive churro.
It's really good.
It is.
I'm part of the problem.
Really? Quit buying them, Cordy. What do you think, Steve?
I think they're going to be hurt a little bit due to the El Nino we're currently in, which is actually starting again on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I think attendance is going to be hurt a little by that, because we all saw the floods we had, a couple of weeks ago, and didn't look like they had a lot of attendance. I mean, I don't know how it could just hurt them 1 or 2 days, but we're in for this, I think, for a couple of months, according to what I'm seeing. So,
well, the streamers will be going.
Yeah.
I have a clip later because me, Bob, and Christina were there, so we're proof that it doesn't matter.
It's gonna be a good clip. I can't wait till we see that. So, hey, and since we're on the topic of Disney revenues and reports and stuff like that, just wanted to share this with you. So they did announce the company reports for the first quarter earnings for the fiscal 2024 year, and basically, apparently, the revenues for the quarter were comparable to the prior year quarter at 23.5 billion. Obviously, that excludes certain items such as the diluted EPS for the quarter that increased to 1.22 from the prior 99 cents from the prior year quarter. And then some of the key points, obviously, we talked about how they're doing in the parks, but right now it looks like they're definitely trying to reduce reductions in costs for their businesses. They're talking about how they're going to revitalize, the 500 million in selling, general mission, administrative, all that stuff. That they're on track to meet their 7.5 billion annualized savings target by the end of fiscal 2024. And let's see what else. They expect to have free cash flow generating the fiscal 2024 to a total of roughly $8 billion. They expect to see profitability across their combined streaming businesses in the fourth quarter of the fiscal 2024, which that might happen. They're really struggling with Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, Hulu, things like that. But Hulu subscribers increased by 1.2 million in the prior quarter. However, Disney Plus core subscribers decreased sequentially by 1.3 million. So that's not good. So we'll see. Iger's optimistic that they are going to increase their subscribers, and that everything with the streaming businesses will be up by the end of the fourth quarter, but not so sure about that. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, but yeah, that's basically it. So in a nutshell. All right. Any comments, questions, sarcastic remarks from everyone?
I just don't understand the streaming
Oh.
thing. I'm
We lost
struggling to figure out how they're really going to make the same amount of money off of streaming that they used to with DVD sales and syndicating the movies and the shows and everything. I just don't see it happening. I mean, I saw it years ago when all the streaming started. I was like, in order to be able to see the movies that you used to see with cable or buying on DVD or whatever, you'd have to purchase all of the streaming services. And at that point, you're going to be spending, close to $60, $70. So it was basically cable with more steps. And right now it's like, unless they are able to get people to pay for special event type of things, like, early releases, where you pay $30 and you get, 3 weeks early access to whatever new movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how it's going to become as profitable as the former model. I could, maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't see it, but I'm not understanding how it's going to be as profitable as what they used to do, with so many different avenues for there to be a revenue stream, whether it's DVD, syndication, all these different places. And now it's all going to streaming. And by doing streaming, you've effectively told people, hey, don't bother going to the movies.
Yeah, well, and also one of the other things they just recently talked about, Bob Iger just slashed the budgets on all their movies and claiming that by the end of 2025, they're going to be following this new revenue base for movies. And everything, including the new Ray movie, they slashed that in half. It was $400 million. Now, why they would make a Star Wars film $400 million, I don't know, but it's been slashed $200 million, and that's pretty much what they're doing with a lot of their films and whatnot. Of course, they also announced, and I forgot to bring that back up, but they've got a bunch of sequels that they are releasing, over the next several years. I mean, Moana 2 and Toy Story 5, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we got quite a few, actually. I mean, I had them up. Hold on one second.
There's Frozen 3 and 4 and
yep. Frozen 3 and 4. Wow. Hold on one second here. I had the list. Here we go. So we've got The First Omen by 20th Century Studios, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. We've got Inside Out 2, Deadpool 3, which is now Deadpool and Wolverine, Alien Romulus. I'm looking forward to that, though. We haven't had a good alien film in a while. The Amateur, Moana 2, Captain America, Brave New World, Elio, Avatar 3, Avatar 4, and Avatar 5. Of course, those are over 2025, 2029, and 2031. So those are the next films they got slated from now until 2031. So obviously they have a lot of films coming out, but most of them are sequels, right? And it's kind of crazy. And some of them seem interesting. Some of them I'm just like, I could care less. So, and of course, those are over Disney's, animated studios, Walt Disney Studios, Pixar, 20th Century Studios, etc. So it's covering all their different studio bases. Steve, you there?
So,
did get you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Fine.
Yeah,
Great.
well, yeah, whenever you seem to put up a slide or something, I'm losing the sound. And I don't know why.
Oh, Well, that's not good because our next topic.
We got a lot of slides.
So
And
if you see
videos
me,
that-
if you see me drop off, just wait and I'll jump back in.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's not my connection. I have a pretty fast connection. So
Okay. So the next thing we were going to talk about is actually Steve's topic. So, Steve, you want to start talking, and then we can show a couple of these articles and videos that we're going to talk about. I'd love to do so. I don't want to kick you off just in case and get you no sound.
okay.
But
So Disney is doing a collaboration with an online game called Fortnite, which is a video game developed by Epic Games back in 2017. And at any given time, there's like tonight, right now, there's probably 100,000 people watching that. People live stream that.
they're watching our channel? I'm kidding.
Yeah, we wish. So, and what Fortnite is it's a survival to the end. So it's a collaboration to survive in an open world environment, battling other characters similar to what my picture's posting. And the last one standing wins the battle royale. So I guess you can consider it kind of like a Hunger Games, because you go out and it's an open world, you collect weapons, and then you shoot other players. And the last one to survive wins the battle royale. And they're going to have upcoming, and Bob's going to show a slide where Disney's collaborating with Epic Games, and it's going to be an open Disney World. One is going to be a Star Wars land, a Marvel land, and a Pixar land. They're even talking about like cars. And the characters they use, I guess you can think of it like similar to Call of Duty, but it's a war game with cute characters. So the picture of the motorcycle is one of the skins I have. So the characters are called skins. And Epic Games at one point, Bob, I think, weren't they making like $1 billion a day?
It was like a month, but yeah, something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, because you buy the skins, very similar to what's in Call of Duty. I mean, I spend sometimes $50 a day on buying these skins because nobody wants to just have the same character over and over. So they have like the Luke Skywalker skin, and they have the Marvel skins. And so they're going to collaborate with Disney now on opening up a separate world. And Bob, you want to show that video?
Sure. Give me just
what
a moment to bring
happens.
that up. Hopefully we don't lose you, or you don't lose.
Yeah, if you lose me, then I'll just rejoin.
All right, here we go. Everyone, give me a moment. I'm going to open this up. And
So this was leaked by Epic Games, obviously on purpose to get people excited. And Fortnite, what it does is they have chapters and then they have seasons. So right now we're in season 5 and chapter 1, which will end the end of February, and then it'll go on to chapter 2. And they make upgrades. Right now they just did a big upgrade on the Ninja Turtles. So that's come to Fortnite. And you buy the Ninja Turtle skins, and then some of the things you go out and collect instead of the weapons will be the Ninja Turtle nunchucks and the pizzas, and the pizzas give you health. So this is a little background on Fortnite.
all right.
If
And this
somebody
is the
doesn't
actual
know.
trailer from the Epic, or actually Fortnite website or YouTube site. So here we go.
Discover a place where magic is epic.
We're not going to get blocked for this, are we?
We shouldn't.
Probably not.
Okay.
As long as there's no, everybody else has been streaming it. So there's the land real quick. So they're going to have like Disneyland, and they're going to have Marvel Land, and they did it real quick just so you can kind of get a taste. And this is what, $150 million project that they're working on.
It's a $1.5 billion project.
I was gonna say
actually,
this
that's
is
there.
1.5.
Oh, this is 1.5 billion. Okay.
Yeah, so it's crazy. They're going to put 1.5 billion. So they're investing a majority into that company, and they're planning on. So they've already been licensing out their stuff. About $9 billion worth they've been licensing out to other companies, including Epic Games, and they've done a lot of the characters from the 20th century films, like Aliens and whatnot. They've done obviously different, Star Wars characters, but now they're talking about expanding that out. So in addition to them entering 1.5 billion into the company, for shareholder status, they're going to, license out all this stuff. And like Steve was saying, I'm going to bring it up because I do have a picture on this website. So give me 1 second here. They are going to actually make a land that you can go to. This is from NAG Magazine Online. But basically, this is what a picture of what the world looks like. And you can see here, over here, you got Marvel, Lucasfilm, you got Pixar, you got Disney Plus, so ESPN. This is just one area right there. Over here, you've got other places like you've got Nightmare Before Christmas. It looks like you got Tron. Looks like is that Turning Red? I can't remember. Can't see there. Some of them are just really, really tiny to see. But you have all these different lands that you'll be able to go to. Supposedly, what Disney would like to do is they want to actually have this land constantly living and breathing like the Fortnite land that they currently have that continually evolves. So you'd have a Fortnite land that you can go to for Disney as well as a separate one. So it sounds like you're going to have a couple of servers with the two different lands going on, but this is quite an epic, get it? Epic Games.
Yeah.
This is quite an epic venture. So and I think we got Steve coming back. Give me 1 second here. We got you again, Steve.
I see him.
I see him here. Let me go ahead and remove that. Are you there, Steve? Hello.
So weird that it keeps knocking him out, but not us.
Yeah, well, it doesn't knock him out. He's leaving because he says he's losing audio is what's happening.
Well, that's what I mean. So, I wonder why he's losing audio.
Yeah, don't know why. Huh. Usually we have Cordy freezing on us, but tonight we have losing audio. Go figure. Anyhow, so going back to this game, or this topic here. Did I close it out? Shoot. There it is. So look, they've licensed 9 billion in franchises, including Spider-Man. I guess Spider-Man, that franchise alone has been the most successful video game of the year for the last year, and it's really helping them to boost sales with Epic and Fortnite and whatnot. So, but having all these skins, it's going to help them in the gaming world. I think obviously it's going to help with just the fact they're investing into Epic Games is pretty amazing. And to have this Disney universe and all these Disney characters they're planning on having. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting because, when they put these characters in there, you got characters running around with guns and whatnot, shooting people. I can't imagine playing Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse or even Donald Duck, which actually, to be honest with you, I think would be kind of cool, running around the land, challenging people.
But these are all characters that you're going to be able to fight now and shoot and
correct,
basically kill. Right. So
correct.
You're going to get your chance to go and kill Mickey Mouse and kill Elsa and kill Luke Skywalker or whatever.
Well, you can do that now with Luke Skywalker. They have all the Star Wars.
They do have Star Wars already.
Yeah, Star Wars has been a big thing for the last couple of years on Fortnite. And to be honest with you, I think they do it very tastefully. I know we're talking about guns and things like that. But,
I was going to say it's a tasteful kill.
Yeah, well, and just so you know, it's almost like you're what was
they
that,
kill them with
Star Trek
love.
ad? Well, when you go down, you can take the enemy out. When they do, they kind of just electronically vaporize or whatnot. So
right.
It's not like it's blood and guts. It's nothing like that. It's almost like you're playing paintball.
Fortnite is rated for 12 and over, so there are a lot of kids. I switched over to my phone. My iPad apparently was having an issue. Every time you would pull up a slide, not a video, it'd kill the sound. So. But yeah, Fortnite is rated 12 and up. Like Bob said, there's no blood and guts like Call of Duty. These characters when you go, it just kind of vaporizes you and it says you got eliminated by whichever player eliminated you.
Uh,
And there are a lot of kids that play. I mean, some of the best players in the world and they're tournament players are kids. And that's another thing. Fortnite has tournaments where I don't know who puts up the money, but I've seen like $20,000 on some of the tournaments. And
yeah.
again, I'm not sure if Epic puts up the money or whether the players, I don't think the players do because
So no, Epic puts up some of the money, and then of course sponsors do. So
yeah.
It's funny because Paul says, interesting note, the word epic, think universal epic universe. Well, there's a couple of words out there, epic. I mean, epic universe can be great. I'm sure we'll be talking about that when that theme park opens. But I think Disney making this decision was actually an epic decision to do so. I can't say I'm not surprised. I'm happy that they're doing it because, to be honest with you, they're entering this new foray. Look, video games to them is nothing new, but good video games, yeah, Disney has not had a great fanfare with a lot of great video games. So it's neat seeing that they're actually investing into a company that will, one, help boost Disney's revenues, but also help build up a new brand within Fortnite, which I'm excited to see. So.
Yeah, I've only been playing since Thanksgiving, and I have 47 battle royales in a little over 2 months, which is actually pretty good. So I've survived.
You know what's
100
crazy?
players.
Steve is a great Fortnite player, and me and my daughter have actually taken the time to play with Steve. He does a great job. He was going, what is this Fortnite game? Why is it so great? Why is everyone playing it? Now he's addicted to it and he's playing all the time. So, and I constantly am getting screenshots of him placing number one, which is awesome. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a great game to play with friends, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's so successful too. It's a great game that you can play with friends or family members, or just people in general. You can play solo, you can play doubles, triples, you can play quads. Now they've got other games that you can play in there too, like there's a racing game built inside. People can create their own games and you can play on those servers as well. But it's a great community. There's a single player game to Save the World that you can play if you don't want to play the battle royale version. They have seasons and things like that as well, and they're tied in with Epic Games' other major game, which is Rocket League. So there's a lot of things going on, but the fact that they actually really reach out to a lot of different genres to put this game together, everything from anime to movies, video games, you name it. They have all sorts of different characters that you can play with. And the interesting thing is when you play Battle Royale, it's a free to play game. You don't have to spend any money whatsoever, but so many people want the skins. That's where they're making all this money from. So
yeah, they'll give you basically when you start the game, they give you a free pickaxe and they'll give you a free skin, and then they'll rotate the skin. So you're right. You don't have to buy anything. When you start the game, you start with your pickaxe. That's it. Then you go out like Hunger Games and you pick up weapons and ammunition and other stuff. But yeah, you don't have to spend a dime. But again, you get these basic skins and everybody wants the, Star Wars skin, the alien skin. There's a Peter Griffin skin. And there's actually a player who does TikTok that looks just like Peter Griffin. No, I'm not kidding.
Do the skins?
He's on every night. If you look on TikTok and see he was playing Fortnite live, this guy looks just like the skin.
Now, I'm a noob. I don't pay any attention to Fortnite, so I have no idea what goes on with it. Do the skins add anything? Like, do certain skins have better armor? Are they faster, or is it just a look?
Technically not, but over Christmas, they had this Christmas skins. They had like a Christmas tree skin and a Christmas box, and every time I'd be in a 3 or 2 elimination, if I got eliminated for the Battle Royale, it'd always be one of those Christmas skins. And I'm thinking, I don't know what they have, but I can't eliminate them.
It was just Steve not playing well. Oh,
yeah.
Did I say that loud?
I see in the chat, I know Doom Boogie plays with somebody we know. She only lets Doom Boogie play with her. Fortnite, that is. So
yeah. Well, and so the skins technically don't have any. They don't help you play any better. So it's just skins. That's basically it. Obviously, in the game, you can pick up better weapons and better, things to help you. But when you enter the game, you pretty much don't have any weapons or any ammo or anything like that. You have to go run to a house or, somewhere in the city or wherever you may be to find those things so you can start off the game right away. And so it's really just a, first come, first serve, battle royale, duke 'em out type game. But again, when you're playing with friends, it's a blast. I mean, I have a lot of fun playing that game when I do play it. I don't play as much as Steve, but I do enjoy it. So.
No, I play basically every day, 4 hours a day. That's how I got, I guess, good so quick.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you start out at the battle bus and then you drop into wherever you want, and then you try and eliminate people immediately. And they have at several locations what's called the boss. And if you eliminate the boss, you get his key card and you get in the vault for the really good weapons. But there's also 40 other players that might land in the same spot, and then you'll be eliminated rather quickly. So
yeah. So, but Buddy did say something, and I kind of agree with this. But some skins actually blend into the scenery. That helps you a little bit, but there's actually no advantages between skins. And the funny thing is too, I mean, there are times when I was playing the Stormtrooper quite a bit, and he's this big, he's got this white armor, and you're out on this green field. It's very easy to pick you off and see you. And then sometimes you play like a bush or a tree or a Christmas tree or something like that, and that kind of blends in with the scenery depending on where you're at. So yeah, some of the skins definitely blend, but most of the time they don't, and so they're kind of easy to see out there if you're not hiding anywhere. So
I think my favorite skin is the Harley Quinn skin that I haven't seen in a long time. And I get on the motorcycle, and you can actually, with the car or the motorcycle, run the other players down. Harley Quinn's kind of nuts, so they're probably thinking, oh, she's running me down with the motorcycle.
Yep, yeah, definitely. Well, I know that Cordy and Danny, you're really looking forward to this epic announcement with $1.5 billion.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Seriously, when Donald Duck comes out, we're going to have to get you
buy Disney stock now before they announce that, because they're, instead of having 100,000 people watching in any given night, they're going to have a lot more than that. There's I think it was 2 billion people play Fortnite across the world. So what they have basically is servers across the country. So if I'm watching a live stream, I would almost never be in a game with someone streaming back east, because I'm on the West Coast NA server, and then someone might be on an East Coast server, and that's how they kind of differentiate the different games. So you might never see someone, because I've kind of hooked up with a couple of people on the East Coast, and you can invite them in to play your game. But if you were just loose on a game, you would probably never see them in the game, because that's how it works. They have hundreds of servers.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Well, let's see. Anything else you want to talk about there, Steve? Regarding,
nope. I think that covers. I'll be back at Disneyland soon.
All right, very good. So I know, and we'll talk about where we're gonna. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to add that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about. Are we gonna talk about Bats Day, or no? We'll do that another time.
Yeah, we're gonna talk that towards the end. We're gonna talk about that.
Okay, got it.
But I know Cordy's gonna cover Black History Month events that are happening at Disneyland. So, Cordy, would you like to take that away, and I'll share the screen for it if you like.
Oh, cool. Okay. Perfect.
There we go, and there we go.
All right. So I think it officially starts. Can you scroll down? Because I think it's coming up this weekend is the first. Yeah.
Yeah, February 17th.
So celebrating Black History Month. And one of the highlights for a lot of guests is the Celebrate Gospel. So that takes place over in the what is the Fantasyland Theater? I just say Lion King Theater right now, but over there. So they're actually, it's the 17th. So it's on a Saturday, and then there's another one the following weekend. And I think there's show times. Let's see. I feel like I'm at work. Can you scroll the slide for me?
Yes, I think it's actually. Let's see. Well,
I
it's
think
talking
it's
about two
on another. I saw
performances.
it on another page, but I think there's
Is
2
it?
showings per day. If I'm
Oh, this
not,
is all just downtown Disney. So, yeah, I don't know why it's not showing that. But
yeah,
I'll go ahead and look it up real quick if you want to go ahead and keep
yeah.
talking about what you can
So,
do at Disneyland Park.
So that I have not actually attended. I've seen it. I haven't had an opportunity to sit and actually like partake and enjoy the whole thing. So I've kind of either been on the train or just kind of in passing. So I would love to check it out this year. But I've heard from quite a few people that this is the highlight and this is what they're looking forward to. And I know I
Oh,
think
here we go. I got it. I found it. Let me
there we
share
go.
that screen with you.
Thank you. Okay. So 2 showings, 2:30 and then 7:00 on the 17th and the 24th. So if you want to go, get on those reservations. I don't think there's any right now, but try to get those. And so, 'cause they kind of have like the highlight artists and then of course the local choirs there with them, kind of backing them up. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty exciting. And they do this every year. And I know that they have some little things going on downtown Disney. They've got some, foods that are, that they're going to have at this time over at, what do we have at, I think it's at all of them. I'm drawing a blank right now. I can picture them. Riverbell Terrace has some special foods, Tiana's, of course. And
I'm trying to see here. I thought it was saying, oh, hold on. I think the food's down below. Hold on one second. Dun, 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 hotels. Here we go. Food offerings. So Cafe New Orleans.
So they have a few. That's and it's running through April 1st. So that's good. So we get a little bit of time to enjoy those. And then I think Ralph Brennan's in downtown Disney is doing something there. And then I think they're going to have the same thing last year. Of course, the music that they play in the Esplanade is it's all, Black artists. So that theme will change there. And then towards where they have the trading post at the on the Disneyland Hotel side, they usually have the arts and crafts station set up for the kids. So just there's just kind of things everywhere. And I can almost guarantee. I wonder if they're going to have anything on the stage over there because we have the bandstand.
Yeah. So here at downtown Disney, these are the events that are happening. So they are going to have a celebration of the artivist Nicholas Smith. You can do crafts, and they're going to have historical panels amplifying his brilliance. Let's see. That's going to be February 1st, 4th, 16th, 18th, 23rd to the 25th
on the
from
stage.
12 p.m.
Cool. Or near the stage. Okay.
It's near the stage, yeah.
I keep wanting to scroll, but I know I can't. I'm like,
oh, sorry. Do you want to share your screen?
Oh, no, that's okay. I was like, it's funny because I'm like scrolling. And then it looks like down here where the stage is, and I still need to check that out, but here's a little lineup, right, of the performances. So we've got The Magician, Kenrick, Ice McDonald, Singers of Soul, Universal Hip Hop Show, and then Got Rhythm, History of Tap Show. So those look actually really good. I would love to check all of those out. So, but they're going on pretty early in the day. Okay, those are 12, 1, and 3. So those are the daytime shows. And then at night, last show being at 9:30, they've got a number of different performers. And it looks like, some of them repeat, because I was going to say, it looks like they're pretty much different every night, except for a couple of them. So, so I think a lot going on, just spread out. And then at the hotels in the lobby, so we got the Disneyland Hotel, the live jazz and contemporary in the lobby. And I think, okay, the Grand, I was going to say they usually have something going on. Thursdays and Saturdays, so actually at the Hearthstone Lounge. But there's quite a few show times for that, starting at 5 p.m. And then Pixar Hotel. I have not been over there, but I was watching another stream, and they actually caught the oh gosh, now I'm drawing a blank on his name. The character in Soul, the animated.
I
But
forgot his name too.
he's in character and he's playing the piano there in the lobby at the Pixar Hotel. So that was pretty cool. And then we already saw the foods down below.
Joe Gardner.
Joe,
Yeah,
yes. Thank
the
you.
Joe. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So just gotta act fast though. You gotta get out there this month and just make sure that you're I think most times from my experience, you don't find a lot of this on the Disneyland app. So my recommendation is typically to go online like we are here, and then kind of get the lowdown of events and then plan accordingly. But you could be in the parks, walk up and down downtown Disney, and enjoy everything.
One of the things that Theme Park Casual and I were talking about before the stream is that we're kind of surprised they're not doing a little bit more, for the Black History Month. Because if you look at it, they're doing the Celebrate Gospel, which is great. But then Celebrate the Magic, meet Asha. Okay, well, you can do that normally. Meet Tiana. Yeah, you can do that too. Meet Ariel from the live action mermaid film. Yeah, you can technically do that in the park. Celebrate Joy. Well, Frederick Douglass exhibit has been going on for months, if not about a year, at the Great Moments of Mr. Lincoln. So that's nothing new. Tiana's Palace, that opened up last year. Queenie and Jambalaya Jazz Band, which is amazing and we love it, but that's been going on for almost a year now. So there's nothing really new, other than some of those food items you're talking about and some of the shows that they're doing. It's kind of just like, really? They're not doing anything spectacular. Now, here in California Adventure, they've got the Disney legend Floyd Norman, who is the first Walt Disney Animation Studios Black animator, which is great. You learn about his history. And obviously, they've got it's a superhero, Moon Girl. I guess Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur. It's on the Disney Channel and Disney Plus, so you can catch those. So they're gonna, be showing. I guess they're gonna do a little meet and greet for those characters. Obviously, the Black Panther, characters, Captain America, etc. And then Five and Dime, you got the soulful singer Dime and her jazz quintet band. But they're always around anyhow. So it's kind of like they're kind of just throwing stuff they already have in the park and they've been doing for a long time into that celebration, which is kind of like, really? Okay. I mean, it's great.
I think too, though, because if you're looking at it from our point of view, we're there all the time.
Right.
If you're looking at it from, here comes somebody that, because I was in I went into the, to watch the Lincoln show and everything. And we went in there on Martin Luther King Jr. Day and, watched everything in there. And, there were people who hadn't seen it. So I think if you look at it through a different lens, right? It's like, because how much, I don't know. I know they could change it up, but if you look at Lunar New Year, it's basically the same thing besides this Year of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it that way, right? These events, it's they kind of repeat, change a few foods, and then they might, adjust a few things. But I mean, I agree. Yeah, maybe there's some things they might be able to put a little more thought into. But then I also think that there are a lot of people that don't go there every week like we do. So it could be the first time that they're seeing it.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point.
Just another.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's like understated this year. And I don't know if that's, I mean, from going to the parks, I feel like I haven't seen anything about, hey, it's Black History Month. The way Lunar New Year is just in your face as soon as you get, a little, a few feet into California Adventure. And Black History Month, it's like, I don't know if I've seen any advertising for it while I'm at the park. and we're already halfway through February, and it's kind of like, I wouldn't even have known that they switched the Esplanade music, which I think is a really great way to. I'm digging that they changed the Esplanade loop with a different season, and I would love to hear stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff that I really like.
Yeah.
And like I said, I haven't noticed anything for Black History Month.
I think they tried to put it out there because even for AAPI, right, we got a couple days. I mean, it felt like to me that it was like a couple of days of like, oh, here you go. So I think, it's, I don't know. I guess I always think of it like, at least I feel like they're trying to do all these different things because they're doing so many different things.
Yeah, I that could be it. There's just like so much going on, and they have to go with whatever.
Don't want to leave anyone out. Just
yeah.
Now we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna do this. So
yeah,
yeah, no, but I know. I mean, I think too. Hopefully, they'll be able to, with the Disney ambassadors and just kind of getting feedback from their own teams that perhaps they can kind of beef these things up, right? Like they need to, and I think they are, because I've kind of been watching that, like or at least what they're showing us that they're doing. And this has nothing to do with Disney, but I just know like the company I work for, like I'm a part of a lot of we have the BRG. So I'm like a part of every group because I want to know what's going on. But I think, if they can get a little more of that in there, and it's your own people in your company, right? So they're the ones that are speaking, and they're the ones that are on the committees and everything. So hopefully they can, just curate it a little more over the years. So, but I get it. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're like, because I'm like, oh yeah, it's pretty much like last year. So I was, just trying to think of it in a different way.
Yeah, like I didn't even really know about the gospel thing coming, being back. And thankfully I've got reservations for both the 17th and the 24th right now. But yeah, I mean, and even that, it's only, only Saturday. They don't even do, a whole weekend for it. But that could just be that, hey, we've tried it and the attendance isn't there. And so.
Or if they're not available, the artists.
True.
Sunday.
Right.
Possibly.
But yeah, it's just interesting.
Speculation. We're like,
yeah.
I think.
All right.
But yeah.
Steve, are you going to any of the gospel events or anything like that in the park?
I don't have anything planned currently. I'll probably start going again next month in March, as soon as our El Nino sort of dissipates.
Oh, come on, Steve.
You want to go in the rain.
Watching Cordy in the rain there and a couple of other streamers, I've never seen such a flood. I've really never seen such.
Well, it was interesting on Wednesday night.
I saw someone riding the Matterhorn that was live streaming, and their face was just drenched.
Yeah.
So,
that's great.
Although, Steve, you would have been proud of me a few weeks ago. I was literally first person up the ramp at rope drop at the. Do we call it rope drop at the structure, or is it gate?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was literally first one up the ramp. So you
at the
been proud.
Parking structure?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were first in line. Would you get there at 5:30?
I got there, I think, like at about 6:20, 6:25 ish, right around there.
Was that during the week? Because if you go on a weekend, you got to be there by.
No, I think it was. I think it was a Thursday. I think it was Thursday when I got there that early.
Yeah, I'm always the first one, but I'm there at 5:40 a.m. So yeah. Wow, Danny, it's a shock. Now, if Cordy gets there, if she's the first car there, I'll go to Disneyland like every day, because I know there's two chances of that: slim and none.
Crack me up. All right.
Well, you can't stay till 1, 2 in the morning and then get there at 5:40 a.m. So
no,
right.
That's really, really tough.
Do they kick you out of the parking lot? Do they do a sweep, or could you just stay in the parking lot all night?
Well, the sweeper comes. Actually, I've had them knock on my window when I was on the top floor though. So I think it was they're just a little extra up there. But yeah, I did have someone knock on my window. Is everything okay? I'm like, yes.
Oh, so nobody could stay overnight in the parking structure. No way.
No, unless
way.
you were on the employee floor, I guess, because that's always full when I leave because they're still there, right?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. One night I was, I guess I was kind of excited to see. I had the only car on the top level of the parking structure in the distance, and I literally looked at it. I'm like, that is so cool. I'm going to take a picture. So I went and took a picture of my car, and all of a sudden I see the security guard walking up behind me, and he just looked at me and was like, and then there was another security guard way out there waiting for me to get into my car so that I could leave. So I finally got in my car. I took off. He looked finally happy that I took off. But I've encountered security on multiple nights where I'm one of the last ones to leave the parking structure, and they're just like, "Who is this guy that's not leaving?" I just go, "Not Barry Place 28." Too funny. All right. Well, thank you so much, Cordy, for covering all that. On to our next topic. Who wants a life-size Wicked Ewok collector's figure? Yes, I'm not kidding. It's a Star Wars Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary 3 foot 1 inch replica of Wicket the Ewok. Isn't that crazy? Look at that.
It's a lot.
See?
That looks terrible.
Now, Danny and Steve, you can get. Yeah, I know. Look at those eyes. It looks a little possessed there.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be getting that in Fortnite. I'm sure that'll be a skin upcoming.
Yeah, but this is a $500 life-size Ewok that you can actually collect and buy. This doesn't interest you guys at all?
For $500?
Yeah, no.
Put it in a stroller and take it to Disneyland.
I can't imagine that. That would be hilarious. Wait, seriously, I bet you anything someone will buy this and take it on Star Wars after dark event. That would be funny and interesting. So I know. One of the other things that you can get now, and Disney seems to be really trying to get people to buy, and you can see them up here, is your Easter gift guide. So they already have Easter characters. They're Easter plushies. You got your Minnie Mouse plush Easter bunny. All right. You got your Angel plus Easter bunny. You got your Mickey Mouse plush Easter bunny and the Stitch plus Easter bunny. So from Lilo and Stitch. Oh, look at that. You can get both of them. They're so cute. Yeah,
you guys get a discount on the. Do we get our 15% off on the Ewok?
Actually, I believe you do on Shop Disney. When you log into your account, you do get your discount. But here for the Easter bunnies, you can get 25% off with the code surprise. So instead of paying $29.99, you pay 25% less. Yeah, there's a few other Easter things they've got going on, like the Winnie the Pooh and Pals earrings. You got your Star Light Up magnetic shoulder plush. Ooh, I actually have a Starlight magnetic plush for your shoulder now.
Did you see the it's a sipper. It's so cute. It's
the Stitch sipper?
No, a Donald sipper. So it'll be at the at the carts. And your little Easter egg. He's so cute. I'll have to find it. I forget where I saw it in the first place. I'm gonna look.
Well, hey, since you brought up sippers, I want to let you guys know that last week on Thursday, the new Magic Key Stitch sipper or a straw came out, right? And that thing sold out the first day. Turns out I talked to a cast member. They actually only got 2 boxes of these straws at each of the restaurant locations, and they sold out quickly. In fact, when I was there on Friday, they were completely gone. You couldn't get any of them whatsoever. So hopefully they're back in stock after this weekend so that people can buy them because they just got released last Thursday. But yeah, they went quick. Crazy.
I put the link in our chat if you want to show. He's so cute. You got to show him.
Oh, hold on. Let me go to it real quick.
So darn.
Let me bring this up and share this tab. Oh, look at that. I know Theme Park Casual's got to go out and get that.
Yeah.
I'm not a sipper person like that.
Oh, come on. It's a
I didn't
Donald
get the
Easter
candy
egg.
corn. I didn't get the Christmas
It'll look
tree.
really cute right back there. Right there.
Yeah, see right behind you over there. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of cute. It's also kind of weird looking with the issue. I mean, the ears. Anything else in here? Nope, that's it. All right. But thank you, Cordy, for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Aww.
Sharing is
Theme
cool.
Park Casual needs to go get them. Let's see. I know there's some other things like you can get a. Actually, let me bring it up here because I forgot to share it there. But you've got there's a new poison apple color changing mug on Shop Disney now that you can get if you want, if you're a coffee person. And then they also have the adorable Stitch and Mickey pet beds for your furry friends. The Stitch one looks a little scary though. I don't know about that. Let's see, anything else? I think that was about it on Shop
Is it the
Disney.
same mug? Is it the same poison apple?
You know what? Let me bring it up real quick so you guys can see it.
Curious. I have one from I think 4 years ago.
Here it is. Oops. Where'd it go? Okay, let me share this. Give me 1 second. Oh, what happened to that? Okay. Can you guys see this one? Oh, it's not sharing. Hold on. Add to the stage. There we go. So this is the new one that they have. I think it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks great.
I think it's the same.
But it's the poisoned apple color changing mug, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And so basically it's the green and then goes to black.
Mm-hmm.
So it does look kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
So $22.99 if you want to get that one. So not bad. Danny's all.
Well, I know. I have my Starbucks version, so those are the ones that I like.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Does that have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on it?
This one does not.
Just kidding. Steve,
No,
do you have a poison apple?
Every time a new one's released,
I don't.
Sorry, what did you say? Theme Park Casual?
I was going to say every time a new one's released, that's when I retire the other one. So as soon as the new one comes out, the one that I can't buy anymore gets retired, so I don't break it. This one, if I break it, I can still buy another one if I need to. But my other ones, they go up in the cupboard and they stay there.
How big's that cupboard now?
Wow, you're lucky.
I've only got 4 other ones, so I was late to the game. I know there's a few of them that I'm upset that I missed out on, specifically the Adventureland one. So,
gotcha. All right. Moving right along here. I think we need to talk about some reminders. So, do one of you want to cover reminders real quick?
Sure. Me, right?
Oh, sure. Go
yes,
for it.
Cordy.
Oh. The reminders are, which one should I start with? Well, since it's tonight, it's going on right now. Sweethearts Night is tonight, and then Wednesday for Valentine's Day, and then that's it. So the last 2 events are going on until we have, of course, Disney Channel Night, but we only have 2 of those. And we're all just waiting for Star Wars Night to go on sale. And not Disneyland, but over at Knott's Berry Farm. So I went I did Disneyland, and then I ran over to Knott's last night because I was
then ran back to Disneyland.
But we made good time. We did it because I really wanted to see, like, of everything, I just wanted to see that rooftop concert. And
great,
now I want to watch it, like the rest of the shows. That was
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah, I love it.
I
have a little clip. I was just going to show a little. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it a little clip? In case you weren't there last night. Okay, let me see if I can do this right. And then, okay. Where are you? Is it this one?
Just a quick note, mystery guest noted that yesterday was Charlie Brown Day, so they did
It
the big
was. I know.
photo
was.
in front of the stage. There was probably like a good 100 and something, maybe 200 people there at that photo.
Yep, quite a few. I wanted to go, but unfortunately I
That's not
couldn't.
what I wanted.
So okay.
Wrong video.
You want me? Is that it? No, that's not it.
No, I did little clips. Oh, I wonder if I did the wrong one. Hold on. Let me see. Find it.
Oh, whoops, not that. Christine's all just a little clip.
Because I had what did I do with them? Oh, maybe they're on a different tab. Hold on.
Oops.
Mm,
Yeah, Winks also said the rooftop concert is great.
it was so darn cute. I had made little clips, but apparently.
Yeah, you had it up before the stream.
I know. What did I do with those?
Yeah,
Well, so we went yesterday, and yeah, that was just an adorable show. Loved it. And then, so that's ending February 25th. So there's not that much time left for that one either.
You've got
it's only
two
weekends
more,
too.
Yeah, you've got 2 more weekends of
Weekends.
Peanut Celebration where they do all the shows. During the week, they have very few of the shows going on. The weekend is when they have all of the shows.
And it's only on the weekends, which, you know, I was thinking about that they should have, I wish they would have capitalized on the After Dark events at Disneyland and tried to stay open later on those nights so that, you know, I think they could have possibly gotten, you know, more people in. I mean, you guys go there more often than I do, but I just feel like a Friday night, you know, something.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. I think Friday night they should have gone a little bit later as well.
Mhm.
And then they've got a couple of possible holidays with today. I think some of the schools were out, and then next Monday is a holiday for almost everybody. You would think that they would have tried to get in on that as well, but I don't believe they've extended any hours or have those going later, which is just kind of a shame. But
No.
I'm sure they've got, you know, the spreadsheets to back it up to say this is when we have our crowds, this is when we can afford to do it. So, but yeah, it feels like a miss.
Yeah, actually, they were open till 9 p.m. tonight, and next week they're going to be open till 9 p.m. as well. So,
But no shows.
but no shows.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let me just show. I could just show it like this. Hold on. I'm just going to do it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna share something.
we'll do it live.
Let's do it. Okay, share screen. And this is it. Because I can I'll
There
just
we go.
stop it when it's time. Okay, I don't want to make it too loud.
Dear Brownhead, I promised the music that this walks.
But I love that it was a sweet little story, right? Like his little journey into becoming a rock star.
My fellow bandmates and I
But then
don't have any room.
this sold me because I was like, I had heard that it was something Beatles, you know, that's all I had to do. Look how cute that is.
yep.
So they kind of go through and look,
Sergeant Puppies.
Yeah, I was going to say I love that how they do the parodies of the names.
Yep.
And we got lucky.
Jelly
We
Club
got
of
a
them all.
front row. I don't know if he wanted me to sit there, but I was like, it's just me. Can I just come the edge of the bench, please? He's like, yes.
Well, first of all, that band is just fun to listen to, period,
Yeah.
especially during the
Yeah.
summer nights. But then they get the characters out there and it just like puts the show over the top. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what's so great about this.
And it's so cute that they're called the Jelly of the Month Club. I
Mhm.
thought
Yep.
that was just, I don't know.
That's the actual name of the band.
Because it's my first time seeing it. So for me, I was like, oh my gosh. But they had like, oh, is this the one? And this, I'm like, Spider
Bone
Mercury?
Hemi.
Come on.
Me and Rhapsody.
And this iconic, like,
Mm-hmm.
super iconic. Yeah. So if you're
It's funny. I had no idea that Snoopy could actually sing like that.
Yeah, and you have the characters of the road crew, right? The stage and the road crew or something like that. That's great.
Oh, I don't believe you're the real Fido Mercury.
Yeah, if you can get out there in the next 2 weekends. Where's the? They've got Cordy Van Halen. Cars on
Yeah,
fire.
that's so awesome. Oh, you got to show this. Come on.
That's Woodstock back
There he
there.
is. Yeah. Love it. Love it. I'm okay if I landed on my keys.
Oh my god. Options. I was like, Elton John
Artist formerly known as Paw Prince.
segment. I was just like, yeah, they do such an awesome job. Every time I've gone into the entertainment there, I'm like more amazed. You guys keep seeing it now, seeing it. They rule it. And I love that they have all of these performers. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to see. I know we have our performers in the parade and everything, but it's really nice to see.
Yeah, that's the thing. Knott's that's why I always say that Knott's needs to lean into their entertainment because they do a really good job with it.
Yeah,
They do.
it's just. Oh, and this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Look at that little. You could go all day looking at it. They just go on and on. I think how the connection.
That's Sparkle too.
Hello. Good old Stickland.
That is awesome.
There we go. Did it stop? Okay. Yeah. So if you can get out there before this ends, I mean, that's only 2 more weekends, but
Right.
Oh,
And I'm dying to get out there. I haven't been able to get out there yet.
yeah, I was like, I know you guys haven't really had a chance to get out there either. It's and then I just learned about Linda Lou actually told me about they do the glow stick. It's Glow Farm.
Oh yeah, Glow Farm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So who's going? I'm going.
Yeah.
I'd like to go. Hey, and real quick before you continue on, Cordy, don't forget everyone that they've got a brand new app that they have for Knott's Berry Farm. So if you haven't downloaded the app, update it. Make sure you change your password before you do the whole update and you log in. I don't know why, but they're requesting everyone rechange their password. You can change the same password you had before, just to let you know. But yeah, so the app is definitely improved. There's some things that I still have some concerns about it because the app map is kind of crazy and a little convoluted. But as far as everything else goes, it's about 100 times better than what it was before. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, someone just reminded me that I could add my pass to my Apple Wallet, and I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sure can.
Got that. And if you're like me, and these are all for the new people. So, because I got mine in September, I think last year. So I had my 2023 and then my 2024 took over, right? So it worked a little bit differently where I was getting worried because I'm like, where's my parking pass? But once I got into 2024, it's a part of my
This is
Yeah, and just so you know, too, a lot of whatever you purchase in 2023 usually carries over into 2024. So even though, like for example, my wife didn't have the dinner pass, but we bought her the dining plan, and it was good in 2023 going into 2024. So you can, even though it doesn't show it on there, you still have access to all those things. One of the other weird things too, and I don't know why it did this, which is kind of bizarre, but I had the platinum pass last year, and then going to this year I just switched up to the gold pass. I didn't feel like I needed to stay with prestige, which is what they changed the platinum from. And for some reason, it immediately changed me over to the gold pass and showed me as gold, even though I was still platinum and getting all the platinum, discounts and all that stuff. So it's kind of weird, but that's what they do sometimes when it comes to those app changes when for year to year. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a lot of fun there. I don't. And then the next thing, of course, so that's the 25th, and then our next thing will be Boysenberry Festival, right? In March?
Yes, I'm so excited
Yes,
about that. I
Boysenberry
cannot
Festival's
wait for the
next.
Boysenberry Festival.
Yeah, so look out for that, guys, because
I want to say that starts March 8th, I think, this year.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so. Excuse me real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. And then, gosh, I was looking this up and I didn't jot it down because I was like, it's probably too soon anyway. But Magic Happens is back, but it's only back for so long. And then, well, I don't have a clip, but I can show you a clip just because. So Wednesday, right? It was pouring rain.
Oh,
DC was there.
I know what you're going to show.
And I should show us running around with popcorn. So just a quick little. The Winx was there and Linda Lou, right? We were all there. We ducked into Soren to get out of the rain at one point there. And then
I left early.
You did. I know. We came out of Guardians and he's out.
You were smart.
It was pouring though. It was really coming down.
Yeah. The drive home, there were 2 sections where for about a mile, it was almost impossible to see. It was coming down so hard.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's
wow.
Yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking. Driving 40 miles an hour on the freeway.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm I'll just stay here and get soaked at Disneyland because I can't drive in this weather. But we jumped over to Disneyland. So it was me, Barry Place, and Christina. And they were shutting down the carts. And so the popcorn stand right in the front, they're like, do you want free popcorn? And you can't turn it down. So we're sure. So Bob's got the gimbal and an umbrella and his popcorn. And Christina's holding my popcorn and her umbrella. Oh my gosh. And then Mixed Magic starts. And we're walking down Main Street. Woo!
Oh, is that the clip? Is that the clip you're going to show or?
Well, I do have that. I was going to show because Alan brought up when we were there. He's like, "Wow, when the rain comes down and the lights and it just looks cool with the water kind of effect with the lights."
It did.
Okay, let me find.
Yeah, the lasers look really cool in the rain.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, that was pretty cool. So, but I think I had fun. Did you have fun in the rain? I think Bob did.
I did. I got to tell you, my shoes were completely soaked through to my socks, and the bottom of my jeans were soaked. But other than that, I had a great time. So.
Other than that,
yeah, Trish was like, "It was great."
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I can't say thank you enough to CL for the ribs that night. Oh my God, those were so good.
Yeah, that was so good. Cool.
Oh man, those, and we were all quiet, and then we're like, "Oh my gosh, these were amazing."
Oh.
These are the best ribs ever.
Disney was there too. He met us at the end and he was like, I had a blast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we tried the Snickers cheesecake. We did actually try a few things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, Alan's saying, got to wear Crocs in the rain. First of all, I don't wear Crocs, but second of all, I would not wear Crocs in the rain. I mean, well, are you talking about wearing Crocs without socks, I guess? I don't know.
At that point, yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun to me, Alan, but hey, you go for it, buddy.
I wonder, oh gosh, I'm sure I'm
find it
obnoxious though, because I'm trying to find the popcorn.
Yeah, and it was fun. Rain dance and with Mixed Magic. The crazy thing was all the people on Main Street who were dancing and having a blast. It was great seeing them have fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, wow, they are getting soaked dancing in the rain.
Well, here we go. Let's see.
Oh,
gotta hear more.
Div Disney did want to say that the Snickers cheesecake was insane.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that, Cordy. And Christina H, because Christina purchased it. So thank you, Christina.
Yes, Christina. And those, okay, I know we're all over the place, but there's so much going on. The desserts over at, I'll say it right, Earl of Sandwich.
Also known as Earl of Sanchez.
The desserts there, like, oh, crazy. Like, we tried the ube cake. That was really good. Although Devin said it tasted purple. So
Well, it is purple.
It tasted like purple. That Snickers one was really good. They have a Valentine's red velvet with like a cream cheese filling, but that seems to go quick. So by the time I get there, it's gone. But and I forgot yesterday to check in there. But that's only through Wednesday. And then they have, what else did they have? They have a pineapple cheesecake that's vegan, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they have this cookie and there's a brown, there's all kinds of stuff, but it's, oh my gosh, now I'm going to forget. Someone knows the bakery B or something. So they bring it in. It's not something that they make there, but yeah, definitely check out Earl of Sanchez when you're there. Okay, let me share real quick. So this was us getting our popcorn. Where are we? There we go. DCA in the rain. So they were like, hey. And here's us trying to like maneuver.
I mean, look, it's pouring.
Did they announce you guys were closing?
Oh yeah, when it starts raining hard, they like close the party.
Did they?
Let's see if we can get you guys.
Oh, I know, and people might. If I'm not seeing color mid-show.
There, Christina's like trying to. We're all getting yours, and then we worked our way. So we're like,
Did you get a shot of me there?
And then it started. Bob's behind us. I think I turned around on my.
There's a party. Woo!
It was so cool. That was so much fun.
And it was pouring. Look, you can see the rain coming through the lights. I mean, it wasn't light rain. It was pouring rain.
You ever like
Oh,
watch
wait, I was
back
seeing
and
it.
you're like,
Did they close the park though?
let's see. It was so much fun. And it rained like poured the whole time we were watching it, and it just kind of let up after the time. Anyways, that's us. In the pouring rain. Lots of fun.
It was crazy, but it really was fun. So it was definitely a night to remember at the park. I will tell you though, one of the great things, and me and NeuroDiv Disney were doing at the very end of the park or end of the night was we were taking photos, because by that time, thankfully, it pretty much stopped. But the rain is all over the ground, so you see some amazing photo opportunities with all the different shops around. Unfortunately, City Hall is all scaffolded up, but you got the Emporium, the train station, great moments with Disney, all the way down Main Street. You get some really nice shots if you can get them in the rain. And one thing I wish I would have tried to do was the castle, but didn't have time to do that. So
yeah, and Linda said they ran home. Because Linda Lou and Winks, they live pretty close by, so they walk there.
And real quick, I know that Steve was going to cover the next reminder, but what is the deal with them closing everything right at closing? I mean, 10 o'clock, all the shops are closed except for the Emporium and the shops behind it, obviously, and the candy store. There's only things that stayed open. Starbucks was even closed right at 10 p.m. I mean, there's nothing. Disneyana was closed at 10 p.m. I don't know if it was just because of the rain that night, but I was like, why is everything closing right now at closing time? That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
so.
They've done that in the rain, or even closed early, because I've been there when it was supposed to be open until 11, because we were like going to pick something up at Disneyana, and then we went there and they're like, oh, and we're like, well, no, you said to come back, just come back before 11. So they let us in, but they were shutting stuff down because of the weather.
Yeah, it was probably because of the rain, I would think. But you never know. But I would assume that it's just because of the rain.
Linda Lou says the same thing. So, of course, NeuroDiv Disney is like, and the vest walking up Main Street, USA, to push us out. Yeah, we waited till the end, and they were definitely pushing people out. So,
do they know you by name yet, Cordy?
I wave. I always say hi. But we haven't.
She's probably like, I'm Barry Place 28.
Yeah.
He's like,
it's not in theme park casual.
Yeah.
That's too funny. All right, so I think we only had one other
Did we
reminder,
mention
and I
Lunar
think-
New Year wrapping up
Oh,
as
yeah.
well?
That's
Oh, did we cover
this
that?
weekend? This is the last.
Yeah, this is the final
Yes.
weekend. So if you have your lanyard and you have any items left on your lanyard, this is the week to use them. Otherwise,
Yes.
so I know I will be there Thursday, and if I don't use them then, I've got one more shot this weekend, but I'm probably going to use it. Where'd Bob go?
Oh,
he disappeared.
I was trying to show the menu, and I was like, oh look, I'm gone.
He's a boysenberry.
Watch this. I'm the incredible invisible man. Whoop.
That's funny. So yeah, you're there on Thursday, Cordy?
Well, I have a reservation Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so we'll see.
Okay.
Because I
All right.
couldn't get Friday, I couldn't get Sunday yet, but I got to have my Sunday.
Okay.
But there's a lot of, so we got to try the ribs last time, just to kind of touch on some of the things we tried, and we
So
tried
good.
quite a few things the week before.
Right.
And then we were just we had like a whole spread. I was with Devin and CL on Sunday.
That could be dangerous.
We were like, okay, what can we get? So me and Sal were missing rice. We're like, they really need to have rice, like with all of these foods. So we got the ribs, and then she headed over to Paradise Garden Grill, and then they have the bulgogi rice, fried rice, but it's a plant-based, bulgogi. So, but it actually was really, really good. And so then we had rice for our ribs. And then they have the banh mi, which was absolutely delicious, a pork banh mi. And you can use a sip and savor tab, and you get half of the sandwich. Otherwise, it's $14 for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you have the
Yeah, I really want to try the bulgogi fried rice. That's one
It
of
was
the
good.
items
It was
that I want
really
to
good.
try. And then I'm like
try the
torn.
pizza.
Well, the pizza is not on the tab, so you have to buy that one. But I have heard that the pizza is excellent.
Yes.
But and then I don't know what else I want to get with my. I've got 2 tabs left, I believe. So one of them I'm going to get the fried rice, hopefully, and then I don't know if I want to get the egg roll again or the ribs, because
Ooh.
both of those were just spectacular.
Well, we should meet up on Thursday because I'll be there too. And then maybe
We'll just kind of split it.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, and I'll be talking about this later, obviously, but my dad and I are going back on Thursday during the day. He wants to try the stuff. We're going to do some of those, and then I'm sure I'll have a couple left over, and we can, maybe get together that night and try.
Well, we definitely got to
Part
get together and split some. I owe you guys at least one tab to split.
What?
So.
No, you don't. Get out of here. I don't know. Does Jen Crochet? Do you still have some?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. This is so nice. Luke Lara said, in all honesty, one of the greatest moments out of all my Disneyland trip histories is getting to meet Theme Park Casual and Jen's Crochet.
Oh, I didn't even get to hang out with them. They were like up at the front getting ready. I think they were getting ready to leave, and we were on our way over to DCA. So I was able to say hi and get them a sticker. So, but next time, maybe we'll be able to hang out, Luke.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, see, Mermaid thinks you only had one. Whose chat is she in? No, they ate 2. Don't.
Oh no, I didn't share. I did not share.
They ate both of them. They were like,
I only had one.
This is so good. They were like,
I only had one.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you had 2. Okay, casual.
Yeah, no, because there were 2 in my little thing, and I just ate them both. I sorry, I'm not going to share. Normally, I'm a nice person and I will share. Not those ones. Not that time. Maybe next time. Yeah, next time I would share. I would be happy to share. But that first time,
Whatever.
I'm sorry, my animal instincts just took over, and I was like, "These are mine."
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Just kidding.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. So with that, Steve, you still there?
I'm here.
Great.
Hey,
So Steve wants to talk
Enjoying
about
the
something that's
entertainment.
coming up this May. So Steve, why don't you go ahead and take it away? I'm going to share a screenshot of it while you're starting to talk about it.
So established in 1999, Bats Day, also known as Disney Goth. And the first Sunday in May, which is May 5th this year, they'll be having the Bats Day event. It's not an official Disney sponsored event like a few of the others, but it's pretty much they take over the park. They have several meetups. The big meetup is in front of the castle, usually at noon. The schedule is not out yet, but it will be probably in the next few weeks. They meet up in front of the castle, do a huge group photo with, I can't count how many, but at least 1,000, 2,000 people.
Right.
They've also had a meetup in front of the Haunted Mansion, but I don't think that's happening this year.
Yeah,
And then
probably not.
They do a jungle cruise meetup
Oh,
where they all take over Jungle Cruise. So you don't want to go anywhere near Jungle Cruise. Last year, I think Bob and I or somebody and I were going to go on with them, but it's kind of it's hard to organize because you're talking about 1,000 people getting on Jungle Cruise and they don't let them on in a group. I mean, they just stand around like everybody else.
No, I think all of us were together, you, me, Cordy, and Theme Park Casual, and we were all talking about going, but it was just like we were like, no, we're not going to try to do that.
And it was so hot. Remember, it was like super hot.
It was blasting hot.
Yeah, last May, and everybody's wearing black since it's Goth Day. So if you can imagine, it was like 90 degrees and everybody's wearing black, and I had a black T-shirt on, and it was like very, very warm.
Yeah,
it's kind of a fun day. I'll probably shoot upwards of 1,000 pictures, and no special tickets needed. It's just on a regular Disney day. And if you're interested, you want to make a reservation now. It just opened up last week because when it gets closer and it being a Sunday, that day will be not available. And maybe in the morning at 6 in the morning, you can get a last minute reservation. But it's sort of popular.
Yeah, this is one of the more popular fan events.
Right. And they do both DCA and Disneyland, but I think the bigger meetups are at Disneyland for the day.
And the other thing is, this is their 25th year of doing Bats Day, which is really, really cool. So it'll be something to definitely celebrate. But also, I don't know if they showed here, but they actually have a store where you can actually purchase these bat ears, and you can actually take them off your Mickey ears if you buy them, and they show you how to install them onto your Mickey ears. It's a little bit of a task, but it looks really cool. A lot of them do wear their Mickey bat ears, on Goth in the Park Day. So
yeah, their website is called batsday.net, net.com. If you're interested in seeing some past photos, I think I've had some of my photos on their site, at least on Instagram in the past. A very friendly group, and on their site they have a picture in front of the castle from last year.
Yep, and you can see Steve right there. Oh, just kidding, but yeah, see the photos there. It's a huge group, and a lot of people dressed up for it. But they did it really well. It was really cool listening to the guy who's created this event come out and briefly yell and talk to everyone, and then they do a quick photo and boom, everyone's gone. But you can see these people throughout the day, and then you can see they have their little goth merch that they have. But that's a lot of the stuff you'll see that's worn in the park, besides people just dressed up in their goth attire. But it's really, really cool, and if it's something that you think you like, I would definitely encourage you guys to check it out. Just to go in the park. It's not like you have to participate. You just go check it out. It's almost like Dapper Day. You go there, you don't have to participate, but it's something really cool to see. And some people really dress up really cool Disney wise. So especially for Haunted Mansion.
Alan said, I wonder what they'll do with the Haunted Mansion down. I guess canoes.
Yeah, you know what?
That'll take them all day to put 1,000 people on the canoes.
Yeah. Well, Haunted Mansion will be closed, so who knows what they're going to do? But that's kind of a bummer. Maybe they'll do a part 2.
Yeah, if you check their website, they'll probably update it and they'll adjust that meetup. I think they have 4 or 5 meetups at different locations throughout the park. So yeah, I'm sure they're aware that Haunted Mansion is closed and they're going to have to do something else. So
they'll probably do pirates.
Yeah, Indiana Jones, maybe. Well, that line could be
No,
kind
probably
Half of them
Pirates
won't be able to
more.
get on it because it's going to break down.
right.
They'll be out there playing cornhole.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, every time I do a rope drop at Disneyland, or 9 out of 10 times when I walk by their rope drop, they haven't opened yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they have probably the most delayed opening of any attraction at Disneyland, even more so than the Star Wars ride.
Well, if they don't start booting up their Windows 95 computers by 4 a.m., not going to open on time.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. All right.
Yeah, I don't think Indiana Jones has like an overnight reboot like the Star Wars one does.
No, I doubt it.
And
No, I don't think so either.
Mickey and
It's too
Minnie's
old.
also has a overnight reboot, but it's not like 12 hours like the other one is.
Yeah.
He hasn't been there. See, he forgot the name of it because he hasn't been to Disneyland.
I know.
Run. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're wondering where Steve's been, he's been playing Fortnite.
Yes. Yeah, we discussed that every day.
But if you watch him play, you get to see him. He's like,
sometimes. But you know what?
Yeah.
I have a harder time focusing on the game if I put up the little screenshot like most of the streamers do, because I'll be looking at that. So lately I've been not putting up the screen camera. Yeah. One thing about it is it takes some concentration, because all you have to do is look down for a second and you're eliminated. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. We might have to jump on Fortnite after this.
Hey, I was playing 3 hours before this. So
No, I'm sure you were.
you interrupted my game.
Sorry. We had this thing called Park Streamers Hangout. Thought you might want to be part of it since we're talking about Fortnite.
GV559 says, we're missing the paparazzi in the park, Steve.
I'll be back next month.
Yeah, where's the one-handed gimbal and canoe paddle going on?
Going
We're
through the
missing that.
bushes.
Well, I did that the other day. So again, Steve, you would be proud. I did one-handed paddling.
How'd you like that?
I did just fine, but the next day when I woke up, I was like, God, why is my shoulder killing me? And then I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's too funny. Okay, well, I think that was it for the reminders. Anyone else have any other reminders?
Well,
we do our little quick Q&A.
Yeah, Linda Lou was asking about May 7th because she has her family has day tickets, and so I didn't push send, but I have it in here for Star Wars night. That's actually, Linda Lou, that is one of the Star Wars After Dark events. So it's April 16th, April 18th, 23rd, 25th, 30th, and then May 2nd, 7th, and the 9th.
No May 4th? May the 4th be with you?
No.
It's a Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, that's the first time. Yeah, it's always May the 4th be with you. So in the past.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, good night, Dadman Walking. Thanks for watching us, and we will keep up the great work. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so those are coming up, and then I think Bob and I are going to be at Disney Channel night the same night. Because isn't it? What is it? It's the 7th. Wait, what?
7th of March.
March 5th and 7th.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going south.
We will be there.
Oh, thank you, Dadman Walking.
What else is going on? I guess that's all I can think of too.
I think that's it too. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and let all of you do a quick little Q&A with us. So if you have a question for the Park Streamers Hangout, go ahead and throw it in the chat, and we will be sure to cover it. Luke Lara says...
One thing,
just
real quick, since Dadman was taken off, but tomorrow night I'll be on with Dadman Walking on his channel. We're going to be doing
so
chilling with on his channel at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. So yes, check out Dead Man Walking's channel, and he's invited me to be on his channel, so I will hopefully be on there soon, in the next few weeks as well. So I just need to work out the dates with them. Luke Lars said, Barry Place 28, what are your thoughts about the new Pixar hotel? Well, I like it from what I've seen. I haven't had a chance to go inside of it yet, but from the pictures I've seen, they did a pretty good job of putting it together. Kind of curious as to how much they were going to do, because, with the possible Disneyland Forward stuff, coming up in the springtime that the city council is going to be voting on. Clearly, the hotel is going to be around for a little bit longer, but who knows what they're planning on doing with that. So I kind of was wondering if they were going to spend a lot of money and put a lot into it. I love the way they decorated on the outside. I love the fact that they have Joe from Soul, who's playing the piano there. They obviously have some of the characters there for meet and greets, which is great. I love how they put the Pixar lamp into the different hotel rooms, and now they've decorated them. So personally, even though I haven't been there, from what I've seen, I actually like it, and I think they did a good job of putting it together. What about the other three of you? Theme Park Casual, Adventures in the Park, and Cordy.
Well, my opinion of the hotel, I've stayed there before when I was doing the Run Disney events, because the start line was literally in front of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
But I was hoping that they'd tear it down and build the Tron attraction in that spot.
Oh boy, yeah, I don't think they're gonna put it there. So
Yeah, it looks pretty. I watched someone stream that did the walked every inch of it basically, and then also PJ's Ponderosa, they went and did they went to the restaurant and had cocktails there, and then they were able to bring those upstairs because they do have a viewing area for the fireworks. So
mm-hmm.
just things
That
like
would be
that,
cool.
and they have fire pits. So there's a fire pit outside. There's one kind of connected to one of the restaurants, I believe. So it from what I've seen, I think they did a really great job decorating the lobby, and I don't know, it looks really cool. It fits the Pixar look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wink said he went there and he thought it was pretty cool, and thought the piano player was pretty amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, so Danny, Hope has been asking ever since the beginning of our show, can you please say the scientific name of the Adventureland treehouse?
Okay, Hope, this one's for you. It is the Disneyodendron semperflorens grandis, which means gigantic, ever-blooming Disney tree.
I can never say that right. There you go.
Yeah, I think I have that one by heart now. So it's the Disneyodendron semperflorens grandis.
You see, I'm just gonna have to record you saying it. Well, actually, I have you now. That way I can replay it when she asks me to. Paul M. Newitt, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining tonight. He says, is there anything that you would like Disney to do that would make your streaming easier? Oof, good question.
Better cell coverage.
I'm laughing, but I agree.
Yes, that's one of the things. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there anything that they could do? Because I kind of prefer to see it as a typical guest, if you will. It's like I don't want any special treatment.
You know what I would like is if they could give a clear message with the cast members.
Yeah.
So we don't run into yes, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can stream on Star Tours next time. No, you can't. It's like it's very inconsistent on that range.
Yeah, that would be nice. If we're going to be doing it there and we're allowed to do it there, it would be nice to just have kind of like we know Goofy's Sky School. That's pretty much a given. I know people do it, but you're like, I don't want to do it on there anyways. But right, they don't want you. Holding them to do anything on it.
Right. What about you, Steve?
About me, what?
Is there anything you would like Disney to do as a streamer to help you out?
Yeah, they ought to open the park an hour early for streamers so we can ride some of the attractions that we can't get on after 12 p.m. Or they should
Okay.
have a streamers day.
What? Hey, why don't we just create the Streamers Day?
That's called
the four of us
a
create it.
that's called a meetup, and Disney doesn't condone
Yeah.
those.
Well, so they don't condone it, but the Bats Day's been doing it for 25 years. Oh, okay, never mind, Steve.
No
Steve's like,
comment.
"Yeah, no comment.
No
All
comment.
right. Well, personally, I agree with Danny. I wish that they would improve their cell phone service. I mean, clearly, you have to be on the AT&T service to go on most of the rides, which is ridiculous. It drives me nuts. But yes, their cell phone service. Unfortunately, one of the cell towers is still down in the park, so that makes it a lot more difficult for us right now. So once that gets back up, whenever they happen to fix that, because it's been down for months, that'd be great. But that would be very, very helpful, I think. So,
Well, you have to realize that the amount of towers that are in the area, and you have 50,000 people on them. They get kind of slammed. Being an IT person, I can tell you how it works. And the two best spots in Disneyland are Galaxy's Edge, and there's a tower right over the fence, and then there's another tower in DCA in behind the Marvel's Land, right over that fence. Those are the two strongest spots, but it doesn't really matter because I've live streamed the submarines, which is supposedly unstreamable, because if you just do it early in the morning at the right time of the day, and then the towers aren't getting hammered, it's possible to do it. So I don't think it's ever going to be fixed.
Right.
One of my cohorts in the IT business told me that Disney can actually control the cell service from within the park. I don't know if I believe that or not, but that came from a reliable source.
Yep, that's what I've heard as well.
Look at they had to put a repeater in Mickey and Minnie's because the cast members weren't able to scan the tickets when something broke down.
Right.
So they actually put in a Wi-Fi repeater in the actual ride. So that's another spot that's pretty good if you need Wi-Fi. is right in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway.
Yep. So Zoembi says, how long do you think Magic Happens Parade will last? And have any of you heard of any new parades in the future?
I want the electrical parade to come back.
Do we have a date for Magic?
So does Hope.
Yeah.
I really do. I like the electrical parade.
I don't think we have an ending date as of yet for Magic Happens. And I'm guessing it's probably going to be around for a couple more years. That's just my guess. I haven't heard of anything. I think it's still a very popular parade. And right now, Disney is not in any hurry to replace. Well, that's not necessarily true. They're not in a hurry to replace things that are working, and something like that. If it's doing its job, then I think they're happy with it. So I think for at least the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 or more years, we're going to be having Magic Happens.
But we will gain Pixar.
The Pixar Fest is coming up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That'll be taken. No, that's in DCA though.
Yeah.
Well, it is DCA, but still, it's at the Disney parks, and then obviously you'll have the one for the Halloween event for Oogie Boogie Bash, which is cool. But they keep the rumor mill keeps saying that Paint the Night is going to come back. That would be great. I would love it for it to come back, but again, it's just been a rumor, unfortunately. So. Hey, we have a new viewer. Nintendo Game Dude says, hello, new viewer on here. I've been to a couple of the after hour events, and I think they've been fun, but I always feel like I didn't do it all. Do you guys feel that way? Any tips? Oh, good question.
I'm going to leave that up to you guys because I've only been to one after hours event. That was Oogie Boogie Bash.
I always feel like I didn't do. To be honest, I don't know. I mean, unless you really put your mind to it, I don't know if you can do everything that you want, because sometimes those lines are just like insanely long. So you really have to prioritize and stick to that plan. And you also have to really keep your ear to the ground, because Star Wars night, there were things where you're like, oh, you need a wristband, right? I think it was to meet Queen Amidala, right? You had to have a wristband, but nobody knew that unless you were there at the beginning of the night, because by the time you go
Mhm.
there 2 hours later, like, oh, sorry, we were giving out wristbands and we don't have any more. So if you're going to go to the first night, you just know that you're going to have to really kind of be a good investigator and try to find all the tips. Otherwise, my advice would be really to watch if somebody's streaming the first night,
Mhm.
to
Right.
watch, and then you kind of find out how the event goes. But yeah, and then prioritize. Do you want to do the foods? Do you want to do the meet and greets, or the
Photo
entertainment?
ops.
Yeah,
Yep.
because
I,
those
yeah, you just have to prioritize it. It's funny because when I talk to people who go into these after-hour events, I always, say, okay, what did you think? What did you like? What did you dislike? What were you here to do? Some are there just because, hey, the ride lines are not very long, and they want to ride as many rides as they can, because that's one of the great advantages of going to, the after-hours events. However, like Cordy and Theme Park Casual are saying, if you really want to go see eat the foods, then you gotta go find the foods. If you're there for the merchandise, go find the merchandise. If you're there for the photo events or photo opportunities, which unfortunately seem to be anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, depending on which photo op you're going to, you're going to have to try to do your best. And thankfully, there are streamers that go out there and you can watch a channel. I always, when I go to the after hour events, I never go the first week typically, even though I'm a streamer. I will typically wait and go the second week or the second opportunity, like, the one for Disney Channel. One, gives me the opportunity to see what other people are doing and what's out there. And two, it helps me to plan my trip the next time I go, so that I can show as much as I can to all my viewers when I go to these events. So that would be my tip.
Yeah.
Steve, you have any tips?
No.
No, because he doesn't go to the After Dark events.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
I have not been to an After Dark event, but this year I will be going to the Halloween event, Oogie Boogie. I say that every year, but this year I'm definitely going. I watched Danny's stream, which was really good last year. He finally got to go. I watched Bob's and Cordy's, and that I think, in my opinion, is the best event of the year. The After Dark event is the Oogie Boogie. I don't think anything really tops that.
Hey, real quick, Theme Park Casual got a compliment here. That was fabulous. Not everyone can recite the actual name of that. Better man than I in that department. Yep, there you go. It's tough. It is tough. That's why I usually don't attempt it.
Terry had a question about, I think Terry came in after we talked about the May the 4th general question. Yeah, so May the 4th is on a Saturday this year, Terry. So
Yep.
no After Dark event on there.
That's definitely a Disney fail. I mean, they're looking at more guests coming in, so they don't want to have the After Dark event that they'll make a lot of money on. That doesn't.
They could have really hiked up the price, I think. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. They
could have done
Gotcha.
it. And Linda had asked a question, because she was asking about May the 7th, and we know it's an After Dark event. And she was asking, is that a day that she should try to book? Do they sell out quickly? And I think it depends, because if you have a day ticket that you're paying for, I wouldn't use it on that day. If you're going to the event, unless you're going to be there in the morning, I would say, I still think the After Dark events are really good for people who don't have a pass, because if you really maximize your time, right, you're getting not only the event, but you're getting that 3 hours before the mix-in. So you get a lot of in the park for that ticket price. So if I were getting a day ticket, I don't think I would get one and use it on a day that there's an After Dark event, because they're going to kick you out at 8. So just know.
A Nintendo game dude said, Magic Happens will be around for a while. We help with some of the costume elements. They told us to store a lot of their materials. Ooh, some inside information there, possibly. Interesting. Thanks, Nintendo, for sharing. A Snoopy says, what is the best way to be able to stream Knott's and Disneyland with the same phone, since AT&T is good with Disney and Verizon with Knott's? So I can speak from this one. The AT&T phone works great at Disneyland. and the Verizon seems to work better at Knott's. So I agree.
Yeah. Other than if you have to go with one, I would definitely say AT&T because you're going to get better connection at Disney, and then you have okay connection at Knott's. But
yeah.
But yeah,
it gets, when there's a lot of people there, it gets really spotty with AT&T, unfortunately not. So
Yeah.
Oh, Paul
Everyone
said,
here's the cat.
Paul said, bring the Tokyo Disneyland electrical Main Street Electrical Parade to Disneyland. It's awesome. Now I wish that would be nice. Let's see, what else do we have here? Any other questions? If I missed something, I apologize. I'm trying to go through here real quick to see if we let's see. There's that question about the 4th. Any other questions, guys, that we should cover? Don't see anything else right offhand. Okay. So I think with that, before we talk about where we can find you and when you're going to be streaming next, everyone, just a heads up. So all 4 of us, we have our own channels that we're streaming from right now. So if you are watching this from Cordy's or Theme Park Casual or my channel or Theme Adventures in the Park, please take the time to go to the other channels and hit that like button. We really appreciate your support, and we appreciate all of you being here. It's great having you here, and we love doing the Park Streamers Hangout podcast every couple weeks. But with that, let's talk about when you guys will be streaming again. So this time, why don't we start with Theme Park Casual right over here?
Okay. I will be back at the parks this Thursday for the evening hours. I think they close at 10, so it's going to be a little bit of a short night. But I plan to be there by around 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I'll be streaming hopefully with Bob and Cordy. We'll be hitting DCA hopefully to get some more treats. But tomorrow night I will be on Dadman Walking 55's channel with just a chill kind of interview style show tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find me on all the socials, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all of them at Theme Park Casual.
Great. Thank you, Theme Park Casual. And down here, Cordy. Oops, down here. Sorry.
So you can find me on. I'm actually dual streaming, so I'm on YouTube and Twitch right now. So Cordy in California on Instagram, YouTube, and technically on Twitch. But I know, right? They're very specific. So Cordy _ and maybe I did it wrong. I don't know. In California. I'm on TikTok as well, Cordy in California. But Instagram and YouTube and Twitch are probably where you'll find me most often. And what time is it? If I forget to cancel for some reason, no, I'll be going tomorrow, I believe. And Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
All right. And the man below me right here, Steve.
And you can find me on Galaxy's Edge socializing with some of my cast member friends. Otherwise, I'll be live streaming and dropping in on fencing fields in Fortnite, maybe in a few minutes.
I might have to join you, Steve. In all, just kind of curious. When are you going back to the park?
Bob pings me at like midnight and says, "Do you want to play Fortnite?"
Is that a problem?
At midnight. I'm like, I just got done playing for 3 hours.
So, Steve, are you going to be back at the park anytime soon?
Yeah, I plan to be back in the park probably as soon as this weather clears up a little bit. So maybe first week of March.
Gotcha. Okay.
I could up and go this weekend, but it is going to rain Sunday and Monday. So I could be back in the parks next weekend. I am missing it. I am missing it, to tell you the truth. But I am really hooked, and I'm getting ready to go ranked on Fortnite. So I'm just trying to spin up.
He's going to be joining Gamers Anonymous soon.
Yeah, exactly. I'm already there.
Just get a Switch.
My $50 a day Fortnite skin habit.
Oh, wow. That's expensive. You can do what Cordy said. Get a Switch, and you can play in the parks after you're done streaming. See?
That's a good idea. I know somebody who, one of our friends that does that.
You can sit at Hungry
Yes.
Bear, right? Charging all your equipment and play game Fortnite on Switch.
Yeah, but if we can't get a cell signal, that could be an issue.
Yeah, true. All right, and everyone, I will be streaming Back in the Parks on Thursday. I'm gonna actually do 2 streams, believe it or not. My dad and I. Hey, Dad, how you doing? We will be covering, I think, Disney and DCA for a little bit. We're probably gonna split off after my first stream so that we can eat all that goodness over at the Lunar New Year, and then I'm gonna take him home late in the afternoon and come right back to the park and start another stream a lot earlier than I normally get to, thankfully. And I will be joining Theme Park Casual and Cordy in California for the Lunar New Year to eat some more goodness. Man, I'm going to be full of that Lunar New Year food on Thursday. And then I also have a reservation for Sunday, the 18th. So I'm cross my fingers that my daughter and I will be able to go and do a stream on Sunday, the 18th. So that's when I'm streaming next. And you can also find me on my socials at Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Sorry, not Twitter, X, Facebook now at Berry Place 28. All right. Hey, real quick before we let you go, some of you said some nice things in the comments. G-Man obviously says, sadly, it's time for this week's Park Streamers Squares. Let's thank our BB28 Theme Park Casual in Cordy in California. And how about Adventures in Park? Let's not forget him. Join us for more fun. The next Park Streamers Squares. Isn't it Hangout?
Like Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, he's playing lots of Hollywood Squares.
I know. I thought it was funny. And then Paul and Newt said, thank you for the opportunity and for all your hard work in the parks. We couldn't do this without all of you. So thank you for taking the time to watch all of our channels and for the Park Streamers Hangout every couple of weeks. We really appreciate all of you and love hanging out with you guys as well. So with that, we hope that you guys have a great week. We look forward to seeing you on our next streams, and everyone have a wonderful week. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
See you, kids.
Oh, wait, I forgot to bring up the video. All right, here we go. Bye.